Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It's so wonderful to have you join me again today. For those of you who are new here, I'm your name/channel name, and this is a space where we explore the joys, the challenges, and the beautiful wisdom that comes with navigating our incredible journey through midlife and beyond. Now, in our busy lives, filled with daily to-dos, perhaps some aches and pains, and the occasional worry about the future, it's so easy to feel a little unmoored. We can get caught up in the hustle, the news cycle, or even just our own thoughts. And sometimes that inner peace we all crave can feel a little out of reach. That's why today, I wanted to share something truly special with you. 7 powerful quotes. These aren't just random sayings. They are little nuggets of wisdom that have resonated with me deeply over the years, and I believe they have the power to bring a sense of calm, tranquility, and renewed perspective right into your heart today. Think of this video as a little pause button in your day, a moment to breathe, reflect, and absorb some timeless wisdom. So, grab a comfortable seat, maybe a cup of tea or coffee, and let's dive into these beautiful words together. I hope they bring you as much peace and comfort as they have brought me. Quote 1. The greatest discovery of any generation is that human beings can alter their lives by altering their attitudes. William James. Our first quote comes from the brilliant philosopher and psychologist William James. He said, "The greatest discovery of any generation is that human beings can alter their lives by altering their attitudes." Think about that for a moment. The greatest discovery, not a new invention, not a scientific breakthrough, but the profound realization that we have the power to shape our experience of life simply by choosing our attitude. I remember a time a few years ago when I was going through a particularly challenging period. Work was stressful, there were some family issues, and honestly, I was just feeling a bit down in the dumps. Every little thing seemed to irritate me, and I found myself focusing on the negative aspects of every situation. Then, a dear friend shared this quote with me. It was like a gentle nudge, a reminder that I wasn't a helpless victim of my circumstances. I had a choice. I could continue to dwell on the negativity, or I could consciously try to shift my perspective. It wasn't easy, of course. It took effort to actively look for the silver linings, to practice gratitude for the good things I did have, and to consciously choose a more positive outlook. But you know what? It made a world of difference. The external challenges didn't magically disappear, but my ability to cope with them and even find moments of peace amidst them increased dramatically. This quote reminds us that we are not simply at the mercy of our external world. We have an incredible power within us to choose how we respond to it. Even in the face of difficulties, a shift in attitude can bring a sense of inner peace and control. Quote 2. Peace begins with a smile. Mother Teresa. Our next quote is beautifully simple, yet incredibly profound, from the compassionate Mother Teresa. Peace begins with a smile. It might seem almost too simplistic, doesn't it? How can something as small as a smile be the starting point of something as significant as peace? But think about the ripple effect of a smile. When you smile at someone, what's their usual reaction? More often than not, they smile back. It's a small act of connection, a moment of shared humanity. It can instantly diffuse tension, create a sense of warmth, and make both you and the other person feel a little bit better. I recall a time when I was feeling quite stressed and rushed while waiting in a long queue at the grocery store. Everyone around me seemed equally impatient, with furrowed brows and tight lips. Then, the elderly woman in front of me turned around and offered a kind, gentle smile. It was unexpected, but it instantly softened the atmosphere. I smiled back, and suddenly, the wait didn't feel quite so agonizing. That small exchange, initiated by a simple smile, brought a tiny moment of peace to an otherwise frustrating situation. Mother Teresa understood the power of small acts of kindness and connection. A smile is a universal language, a symbol of goodwill that transcends cultural barriers. By consciously choosing to smile, even when we don't necessarily feel like it, we not only brighten someone else's day, but also create a little pocket of peace within ourselves and the world around us. Quote 3. You will never be happy if you continue to search for what happiness consists of. You will never live if you are looking for the meaning of life. Albert Camus. The third quote comes from the insightful philosopher Albert Camus. You will never be happy if you continue to search for what happiness consists of. You will never live if you are looking for the meaning of life. This quote speaks to the danger of constantly chasing an abstract idea of happiness or a grand, overarching meaning of life. We can get so caught up in the search that we forget to actually live and experience the joy and meaning that are present in the everyday moments. How often do we hear people say, I'll be happy when I get that promotion, when I lose weight, when I find the perfect partner? We create these conditions for happiness in the future, often overlooking the opportunities for contentment right here and now. I remember a period in my life when I was very focused on achieving certain career milestones. I believed that once I reached those goals, I would finally be happy and fulfilled. But what I discovered was that even after achieving those things, the feeling of lasting happiness remained elusive. I realized I had been so focused on the destination that I hadn't truly appreciated the journey. Camus reminds us that happiness isn't a destination to be reached, but rather a way of traveling. Meaning isn't something to be found, but something to be created through our experiences, our relationships, and our contributions to the world. True peace comes when we stop endlessly searching for some external definition of happiness or meaning and start embracing the richness and complexity of the present moment. Quote 4. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. Buddha. Our fourth powerful quote comes from the teachings of Buddha. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. This is a timeless piece of wisdom that speaks directly to the root of much of our anxiety and unrest. How often do we find ourselves replaying past mistakes or worrying about what might happen tomorrow? Our minds can become battlegrounds of regret and anticipation, leaving us little room to experience the peace and beauty of the present. As we get older, it's natural to have memories, both good and bad, but dwelling on past regrets can be incredibly draining and can prevent us from fully engaging with the present. Similarly, while it's wise to plan for the future, excessive worry about what might happen can steal our joy and create unnecessary stress. I've personally found the practice of mindfulness to be incredibly helpful in bringing my attention back to the present moment. Even simple things like paying close attention to the taste of my morning coffee, noticing the feeling of the sun on my skin, or focusing on my breath can help anchor me in the now. The present moment is the only reality we truly have. The past is gone, and the future is yet to unfold. By consciously choosing to focus our attention on the present, we can find a sense of calm, clarity, and appreciation for the life we are living right now. This quote is a gentle reminder that true peace resides in the here and now. Quote 5. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Mahatma Gandhi. The fifth quote comes from the iconic Mahatma Gandhi. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. This might seem paradoxical at first. How can we find ourselves by losing ourselves? But Gandhi's wisdom points to a profound truth about human connection and purpose. When we focus solely on our own needs and desires, we can often feel a sense of emptiness or dissatisfaction. However, when we shift our attention outward and dedicate ourselves to helping others, we tap into a deeper sense of meaning and fulfillment. Think about a time when you helped someone in need, whether it was a small gesture or a more significant act of service. How did it make you feel? Chances are, it wasn't just the person you helped who benefited. You likely experienced a sense of satisfaction, purpose, and connection as well. Throughout my life, I found that some of the most meaningful and fulfilling experiences have been those where I was able to contribute to something larger than myself. Whether it was volunteering for a cause I believe in, offering support to a friend in need, or simply lending a listening ear, these acts of service have enriched my life in countless ways and have helped me to better understand my own values and capabilities. Gandhi's quote reminds us that true self-discovery isn't about navel-gazing or endless introspection. It's about connecting with others, contributing to the well-being of our community, and finding our place in the world through acts of kindness and service. This outward focus can surprisingly lead to a deeper sense of inner peace and self-understanding. Quote 6. We can complain because rose bushes have thorns, or rejoice because thorn bushes have roses. Alphonse Carr. Our sixth quote offers a beautiful perspective on how we can choose to see the world. It comes from the French writer Alphonse Carr. We can complain because rose bushes have thorns, or rejoice because thorn bushes have roses. This quote is a powerful reminder of the importance of perspective and gratitude. Life is full of both challenges and blessings. We can choose to focus on the difficulties, the thorns, and allow them to overshadow the good, or we can choose to appreciate the beauty and the gifts, the roses, that are also present. It's so easy to fall into the trap of complaining. We might focus on our aches and pains, the things we don't have, or the challenges we face. While it's important to acknowledge our difficulties, dwelling solely on the negative can lead to feelings of bitterness and discontent. On the other hand, cultivating an attitude of gratitude can transform our experience of life. By consciously focusing on the good things, no matter how small, we can shift our perspective and find more joy and peace in our daily lives. I've found that keeping a gratitude journal, where I jot down a few things I'm thankful for each day, can be a powerful practice. It helps me to notice the roses in my life, even on days when the thorns might seem more prominent. Carr's quote is a simple yet profound reminder that the power to choose our perspective lies within us. By consciously choosing to focus on the positive, we can cultivate a greater sense of peace and appreciation for the beauty that surrounds us, even amidst the challenges. Quote 7. Let your heart be at ease, for what was meant to be will be. Unknown. Our final quote today is a comforting and reassuring one of unknown origin. Let your heart be at ease, for what was meant to be will be. In our efforts to control our lives and shape our futures, we can often experience a great deal of anxiety and stress. We worry about making the right decisions, about what might go wrong, and about whether we will achieve our goals. This quote offers a gentle reminder that there is a certain flow to life, a natural unfolding of events that is often beyond our complete control. It's not about being passive or giving up on our dreams, but rather about finding a sense of trust and acceptance in the process. I've learned over the years that sometimes, despite our best efforts, things don't always go according to our plans. There are unexpected twists and turns, challenges that arise, and paths that diverge. In those moments, it can be helpful to remember that perhaps these detours are part of a larger plan that we may not fully understand. Letting go of the need to control every outcome and trusting the natural course of life can bring a profound sense of peace. It's about surrendering to the present moment and having faith that things will ultimately work out as they are meant to. This quote is an invitation to release some of the burdens of worry and control, to trust in the journey, and to allow your heart to find ease in the understanding that life has its own wisdom and its own way of unfolding. So, there you have it. 7 powerful quotes that I hope have brought a little bit of peace and inspiration to your heart today. These words have been touchstones for me over the years, reminding me of the power of our attitude, the importance of connection, the beauty of the present moment, and the wisdom of letting go. I encourage you to revisit these quotes throughout your day, to let them sink in, and see how they might resonate with your own experiences. Perhaps one of them stood out to you in particular. Take that message with you and let it be a source of comfort and strength. Remember, cultivating inner peace is a journey, not a destination. It takes practice, patience, and a willingness to be kind to ourselves. But by incorporating these nuggets of wisdom into our daily lives, we can navigate the ups and downs with greater resilience and find more moments of tranquility along the way. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I truly hope you found some value and peace in these reflections. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more content focused on healthy aging, finding joy in midlife, and embracing wisdom, please do consider subscribing to the channel. It's a wonderful way to stay connected, and your support means the world to me. You can hit that subscribe button down below, and don't forget to click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. Also, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these quotes resonated with you the most? Or do you have a favorite quote that brings you peace? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I always enjoy reading your insights and connecting with you. Until next time, take good care of yourselves, be kind to yourselves, and remember to seek those moments of peace in your day. Wishing you all the very best, and I'll see you in the next video.